subscribe.
Hello, I'm Tracy Pa with the news update. In a historical moment for Minda village in remote Thalassia district, Thalassia MP Freddie Kumai and the district administration marked a significant milestone by officially commissioning and handing over a brand new classroom valued at 100,000 kina. This classroom is dedicated to accommodating students' early childhood, addressing the hardship journey students previously undertook by foot, tackling kilometers to access education at Baigum Primary School in a nearby village. The initiative, spearheaded by the Thalassia District Development Authority, embodies the national government's commitment to ensuring no child is left behind, empowering Minda village to establish its own education institute and fostering local development. The government of Papua New Guinea, together with its development partners, UNFAO, WHO and USAID, held a project consultation technical workshop for the Global Health Security Program for Papua New Guinea on March 19th in Port Moresby. This project aims to strengthen animal and public health systems, mitigating the risk of future pandemics and address health threats across Papua New Guinea through an integrated One Health approach. 30 technical level representatives from key government agencies, international organizations and development partners attended the workshop. PNG government, FAO, WHO and USAID will continue to strengthen animal and public health system in the country. The collaborative consultation marks a crucial step towards a healthier and safer future for PNG. Renewable energy upgrades in Harawa, including the establishment of Bougainville's inaugural commercial-scale solar farm equipped with battery storage, are currently in progress and expected to be completed by 2025. Australia High Commissioner John Friggers and AGB President Ismail Taramo toured the site to mark progress. The upgrades aim to enhance electricity access, cut cost for PNG Power Limited, and reduce carbon emission by 1,800 tonnes. Plans for a joint integration in March 2025 demonstrate Australia's commitment to energy development in Bougainville and PNG. In regional news, a mystery illness is wiping out millions of Pacific oysters in southern Tasmania, and commercial growers don't know what's causing it. Farmers are desperate for license-free relief and funding for research, as some consider closing altogether.
Pipeclay Lagoon southeast of Hobart was once the state's best oyster growing area. But in the past 3 years, millions of oysters have died, and no one knows why.
All we see is gaping oysters, open oysters, and it's right across the board, from baby juveniles right through to matures.
The state's biggest grower has moved its stock to other farms. But for Pipeclay Lagoon's smaller farmers, that's not an option. They're facing increased seagrass growth, dry conditions and less food in the water.
I suppose at the end of the day, I'm at the end of the tether really with it. I'll probably have to shut down in the next 2 or 3 months.
Farmers are hoping the mystery illness is temporary, but with no cash coming in and state government fees ongoing, the clock is ticking.
We do have different streams of data that we have circulated around to IMAS and experts there, but so far nothing stands out as being a real clear cause, so we just need to investigate that further.
The Pacific oyster mortality syndrome has been ruled out as the cause of the dramatic decline in oyster populations here at Pipeclay Lagoon. It has, however, been discovered in populations on Tasmania's east coast, where one farmer has reported losses of 25%.
It indicates that our breeding program has had some successes in achieving a degree of POMS resistance in the stock.
Back at Pipeclay Lagoon, struggling farmers are pleading for research funding to help solve the mystery that's threatening their livelihood.
Solomon Islands Prime Minister Manasseh Sogavare has praised China's political system and suggested that democracy leads to moral decay and gay marriage. In a very pre-election speech in the province of Malaita, Mr. Sogavare is currently the favorite to win the April 17 Solomon Islands national election, although the shifting nature of politics in the Pacific Islands make predictions difficult. And in a campaign rally in the regional capital, Aiki, Sogavare again lavished praise on Chinese government, saying his government's decision to switch diplomatic recognition to Beijing put Solomon Islands on the map. He said China was no longer a communist nation and had some tough 70 years of reform. If you're a new parent, you'll know that feeding babies and often even yourself can be challenging. But in Canberra, a new government funding program is aiming to take some of the stress out of the progress.
This is Maggie. She's 6 months old and just starting to eat solids. Cassie May is taking part in a new trial that's guiding her baby daughter's nutritional journey for 1,000 days.
It's definitely simplified the process and took some of the mystery out of what could be and some of the concerns that we had.
The study is run by accredited nutritionists and helps parents and their children navigate the process to solids and the transition to family food.
The first 1,000 days are an incredible window of opportunity where we can actually make a difference in setting up children's health and their long-term health trajectory.
But it actually starts during pregnancy.
The foods that mum consumes during her pregnancy plays an incredible role in the developing fetus to make sure that that baby reaches its fullest potential.
The program also aims to take some of the stress out of feeding time. But the rise of social media influencers and the sheer volume of content online has made it even tougher.
Heaps of information that's out online, but a lot of it can be a bit misleading. You just want to know that you're doing the right thing for your baby.
Feeding young babies and young children shouldn't be difficult. We've been doing it for millennia. And I think sometimes parents can be put under pressure from the likes of influencers and what we see online, that they have to be going a certain way about it.
Helping children develop healthy eating habits right from the beginning.
In sports, the PNG Netball Under-21 3-on squad is embarked on their journey early this morning to the Gold Coast, Australia, marking the commencement of an intensive high-performance training camp. Overseen by coaches Richanda Kasman and Kelly Hines, alongside local talents including head coach Oti Lagasavibao and assistant coach Renege Dringo, this camp promises rigorous preparation for the young athletics. Lasagavibao expressed gratitude for the unwavering dedication exhibited by the team, which has undergone rigorous training under her leadership and that of Dringo for over 10 months. Netball PNG Chairperson Utalo Avi extended sincere appreciation to the Netball Australia for its invaluable support made possible through the Pacific Ostpots program. Avi also conveyed gratitude to NU Guinea for co-sponsoring the trip. Head coach of the PNG national cricket women's team, David Drew, made some tough calls when announcing the Laos team yesterday ahead of their one-day international and T20 international tour matches in Zimbabwe and United Arab Emirates, respectively. He urged those that don't make the squad to commit to the training and get a call-up in the next tour.
The PNG Levels head coach David Drew took up this role a few months ago, but one of his first achievements was the recent triumph of the Levels at the Pacific Cup against New Zealand early this year. Despite his short term in the role, Drew has again made some tough calls when announcing the squad yesterday. Drew said he picked a team that would give his side every chance to win at the international tour matches.
There's two players who have missed out through injury and just performance, but the majority of the squad is the same as from the Pacific Cup, which is pleasing.
Drew added that the players who missed out on selections were because of injury and poor form in the last Pacific Cup tournament in New Zealand.
I've just spoken to the girls who are staying here in PNG while we're away, and I want them to improve so that they can put pressure on the older, more experienced players, because that'll make them better as well. Because if we haven't got those people pushing up, we're not going to get those people trying to improve. So we're always trying to improve. So yeah.
The new PNG Levels head coach further said he had personally spoken to the girls who failed to make the cut and explained to them why they didn't make it and what he expects from them going forward in order to get a call up in the PNG Levels next international tour. He added that it is important for players to know where they are at in terms of their form so that they can push for a spot in the final squad, which he says is healthy for the team to be competitive.
Obviously we had to do some hard selections, but the team we're taking away represents the best of what the Lewas has to offer. The girls who are staying back made it a tough job when we were doing the selections, and we look forward to their development under Coach Mahuru Dai while we're away. So
the PNG Level squad include Brenda Tau captain, Sibona Jimmy vice captain, Tanya Ruma, Laxmi Rajandurai, Pauke Siaka, Isabel Towa, Nauni Vare, Gewa Tom, Kevau Frank, Henao Thomas, Vicky Araa, Buruka Vicky, Dika Loya, and Melanie Ani. The team will be leaving for tour tomorrow.
Russia and Belarus are barred from team sports at the Olympics because of the war in Ukraine. The International Olympic Committee has announced Russia and Belarus athletics will be allowed to take part in the traditional parade at the opening ceremony at the Paris Games. The opening ceremony on July 26th will see thousands of athletes travel on boats down the river Seine for several kilometers to reach the Eiffel Tower, instead of the normal parade of the teams inside a stadium. The IOC said athletes from Russia and Belarus who are approved to compete at the Olympics as neutrals will have a chance only to experience the events, such as watching from the nearby river. And that's been the Midday News. Thanks for watching, or more at 6. Goodbye.
Welcome to Lake Asasumba.